glad you can't see all the cat hair that's floating around in the air in my room right now. Hi beautiful one, welcome back. Today I'm going to tell you about my beautiful Siamese kitty Rinn, her past life connection that we have together, and how we found each other again in this lifetime. It's a really sweet story. Let's get started. Intro. My sweet little goddess Rinn is one of the lights of my life. Her 1-year birthday is coming up in June, and she and I have been together since she was 7 weeks old. She's an incredibly sweet and wonderful, kind being who brings me bucket loads of unconditional love, and I love her really dearly. Her name Rinn is Gaelic for star, which she definitely is, a bright little star. Our story together begins in another lifetime for her. A few years ago, I was living in a house in the Santa Cruz Mountains for a little while when one of my aunts had to be placed in a home because she was developing dementia. She couldn't take her kitty Maggie in the home with her, so we all decided that I would take her home with me where she could live the rest of her life out in a beautiful place in peace. She was 16 at the time, but amazingly spry and youthful and energetic. She was such an amazing, bright spirit in such a tiny little body. When I came to Texas to get Maggie and we first met, it was definitely love at first sight. We felt a huge connection to each other, and I was thrilled that I was going to be sharing my life with her. A few months after we got back to the house in the Santa Cruz Mountains, I decided to become nomadic again. So Maggie and Gabriella, my other kitty, and I hopped in my van and started traveling around the US together, which was so much fun. Maggie and Gabriella would watch out for each other, and they loved exploring wherever we went. Maggie especially loved roaming around in the desert. We traveled all over the Southwest and through the South, including spending some time in the Florida Keys together, which was a lot of fun. We camped in deserts and woods and beaches and all over the place together. Maggie was super intelligent and super kind and loving, very present. Everyone that met her commented on how much like a human being she seemed. Maggie and I had a very special connection, very deep love, and I often felt that she seemed like a very deep soulmate cat that I'd had before named Isabel. One day she didn't have much energy and she wouldn't eat anything, and I realized that she was leaving me that day. I was running a small nonprofit organization at the time, but I canceled everything for that day so I could spend every last moment with her. She loved sitting in the sunshine, so we spent the day sunbathing in little pools of sunshine that were coming through the trees. As the sun began to set, I moved her around so that she could soak up every little bit of sunshine on her last day on Earth. When we went to bed that night, I felt like she was going to pass really quickly, but she just lay next to me breathing really softly. I fell asleep and then woke up to find her still breathing next to me. She had almost no energy left, but she tried to crawl up on my chest, so I pulled her up on my chest and laid her there. I wrapped my arms around her, which is the exact same thing I had done with Isabel on the night that she passed away, and I said, "It's okay, I've got you. You can let go." She took 3 more breaths and she let go and became the whole universe again. As I was burying her, I had put her in the grave and put some dirt in, and then sat down on the side of the grave and put my feet down in the grave to connect with her one last time. When I felt someone put a shawl over my shoulders and wrap their arms around me, I opened my eyes to find that no one in the physical plane had actually done that, and I realized it was the Divine Mother on the astral. It was interesting because this was the first time in over a decade since my big awakening experience that the Divine Mother had appeared to me spontaneously in any form. Within my mind's eye, I saw her reach around and drop a little fluffy Siamese kitten in my lap with big head, big eyes, and big ears. Absolutely darling. And I asked the Divine Mother what was going on. I had had the strong, intuitive feeling for quite a while that Maggie was going to come back as a human being in her next lifetime. But the Divine Mother said that Maggie loved me so much, and we had spent such a short time together in her last lifetime, that she wanted to come back and spend a long, entire lifetime with me, which I was thrilled about. I had no idea when or where she would appear, but I knew that it would happen. So fast forward about 2.5 years, and I was still traveling and staying in Oregon at the time with some friends on a farm. I began to feel Maggie's presence really strongly and started hearing the sounds of a kitten meowing around the farm, even though there weren't any. I told everyone about the story about Maggie coming back to me and that I had a feeling that she was coming back very soon. I started asking everyone if they knew of anyone with any Siamese kittens. One friend said, "Oh yeah, we have 3 of them right now. Why don't you come over and take a look at them?" And I knew that she was there. I felt it. On the day I went to go see the kittens, I walked into the room and this little kitten was sitting on the bed, and I recognized her immediately. She looked exactly like she did in the vision that the goddess had shown to me. Tiny little body, big head, big ears and big eyes. Fluffy little Siamese thing. And I was overjoyed. I sat down at the edge of the bed and she came walking over to me. I could see the recognition in her eyes and feel the love coming from her. And I was thrilled to have found her again. And then my friend's wife said, "Oh, she's mine. I'm keeping her." And I was taken aback. They had a couple of other Siamese kittens, so I took a look at them. But no, I knew that that was her. The woman again reiterated that she was keeping that kitten definitely because she loved her, and I had no idea what to do, so I left. I could feel her presence so strongly, and I just started crying on the way back to the farm. I sent out a message to her and I said, "I know it's you. If you want to be with me in this lifetime in that body, let her know." And then I just let it go as best I could. I was devastated, to say the least. I cried for days. I knew that it was her, but I didn't know what to do. When I saw my friend again, and he asked if I wanted the kitten after all, they had decided to not keep her. I was thrilled. So they brought her over the next day, and when his wife handed her to me, she said, "She let me know very clearly that she does not like me and she wants to be with you." And we've had a magical relationship ever since. She was born on the summer solstice, and her 1-year birthday is coming up, and I'm going to do something very special for her. I'll let you see when I do that. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed getting to know a little bit more about Rinn. You will see more of her in the videos to come, and Gabriella. If you like this video, please like it below so others will see it, and be sure and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a single episode. I'm extremely grateful that you're here, and I love you very, very much. I hope that you are having a beautiful day. Peace.